is Willy Wonka. You see, I'm something of a magician. Prepare to be amazed.
Teapot.
Senhoras e senhores, meninos e meninas, vocês estão prontos para mais um Inside Warner? Deu para perceber que hoje eu tô aqui numa loja de chocolates? É claro que a gente vai falar hoje do novo filme da Warner Bros, Wonka. Vocês acreditam que esse filme vai chegar agora de novo nos cinemas com uma roupagem completamente nova? Para começar pela história, agora a gente vai conhecer o Willy Wonka antes dele virar o dono da fábrica de chocolates. Além disso, quem vai ser esse Willy Wonka nos cinemas? Ele, o charmosíssimo Timothée Chalamet. Para fechar com chave de ouro, esse filme tá muito legal. Esse Timothée Chalamet e o Wonka, ele canta, ele dança e vai ser muito divertido. Vocês estão preparados? Eu tô muito preparada. Então vem comigo, eu sou a Valentina Pulgarín e esse vai ser o nosso Inside Warner Wonka.
I've spent the past 7 years traveling the world perfecting my craft. You see, I'm something of a magician, inventor, and chocolate maker. So quiet up and listen down. Nope, scratch that. Reverse it.
E essa loja de chocolates eu encontrei ela aqui em São Paulo, na CCXP. Enquanto eu tô por aqui aproveitando esse evento épico, eu pedi ajuda pra minha amiga, a Gabycam, da Warner Channel Latam. Ela foi até Londres pra, adivinha só, conversar com o elenco, pra gente saber um pouco mais sobre os bastidores desse filme.
Let's pretend we're gonna make a chocolate. This is a unique chocolate. It's gonna be like Timmy special and Keegan special. And you're gonna add your own superpower, the one you have already, because I know you do. And what would it taste like, and what would be that superpower it would give you?
I think mine would have, first of all, flavor-wise, there'd be some caramel in there. You gotta have caramel, right? We're gonna say, and hazelnut. Caramel and hazelnut hit you with the triple taste. So you're gonna get the chalks, get the hazelnuts in there, and a little bit of the caramel.
It will probably be maybe like hazelnutty, maybe. If I like that. Kind of like Twix, where it has different flavors. I feel like
You liked that
Yeah.
wafery thing the other day, didn't you? Yeah. Crunch.
crunch.
I don't know. I was gonna say something along the lines of caramel. Probably a caramel outside with a hazelnut interior, like Keegan said, and then a sort of some fertilizer on the inside.
Some fertilizer on the inside. All right.
Yeah, just for a stomach surprise.
Would you warn people about that, or just let
that'll
them
be on the
have
packaging.
it?
It'd be on the packaging. You'd be able to read the ingredients.
Yeah.
Right.
Dark chocolate salted caramel. Quite cold on the outside, and it's sort of slightly warmer on the inside. And then you'd go invisible.
And then it would be able to render you invisible. So you
Okay.
can, yeah. Either that, or you would make it, and it would be able to cut you in front of a line, without anybody being upset with you.
I
Without
need
anybody
that
upset
in
with
my
you.
life.
Yeah.
What would you do if you were invisible? I
Oh
mean,
my God, I'd have such
Oh, I would
fun.
have so much fun. I would just
So much fun.
I would like stand behind my sister and brother and be like, "Hi, Rosa."
Just in her ear.
And as far as a power, you'd be able to somersault uncontrollably.
Oh, I love that. Like nonstop. That's nonstop somersaults.
Vocês têm noção de quem tá nesse elenco? Temos simplesmente uma ganhadora do Oscar, a Olivia Colman, e além dela a gente também tem o Hugh Grant e o Keegan-Michael Key, esses queridos.
And chocolate maker.
The best chocolate in the world.
Quem tá roteirizando e dirigindo tudo isso é o maravilhoso Paul King. E ele se inspirou bastante nas histórias do Roald Dahl para saber um pouco mais sobre a juventude do Wonka antes dele chegar na fábrica de chocolates.
We wanted to make a film that was a sort of companion piece to that, and it was set earlier, but you wanted to sort of see the seeds of who this character became. So it's before the events of the chocolate factory, before Willy Wonka's retreated behind the high walls, but when he's a young man taking his first steps into the world.
What are you doing?
I'm making chocolate, of course. How do you like it? Dark, white, nutty, absolutely insane.
E a Gabi tá chique. Ela ainda por cima teve a oportunidade de conhecer um pouco mais como eles fizeram os chocolates que aparecem no filme com a especialista Gabriela Gugno.
acompañados de frutos, licores y cremas, una de las cualidades del chocolate es que te hace sentir excelente. Por eso me ven tan feliz el día de hoy. Así que yo no quise perder la oportunidad de crear el mío con mi propio sello personal, igual que los de Wonka.
Huh.
Huh?
Huh.
A double huh.
Do you have a pencil and paper?
Uh-huh.
I got an idea.
And this is a small game where you're gonna try to guess what's the flavor behind this.
Great.
Your choice.
Wow. Oh, it's a real. Okay, I'm gonna take the red
Okay.
red and brown one because that looks good.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm hoping I know what that is. Think Latin America.
I'm just getting the chocolate and the caramel. There's something else in there too.
That's dulce
A little
de
hint
leche from Argentina.
Oh, fantastic.
Now-
Well, it's delicious.
Lumpa, dumpa diddy. I'm not in premium economy. Good night, sir. I am going flat. Huh. What is it?
Nothing.
Well, it's obviously something because you said, huh.
Forget it.
Very well. Huh. Oh, you did it again. Tell me what it is, or I shall poke you quite viciously with a cocktail stick.
And I have to ask you, when did you first see Hugh Grant as an Oompa Loompa? Like, when was that moment that it hit you? Like, he could be that person.
Well, it was a bit of a light bulb moment. The Oompa Loompas don't have any dialogue really in the books or the films, but what they do have are these amazing songs in the books, and Dahl wrote pages and pages of material, these extremely funny, sarcastic, cutting songs where the Oompa Loompas take this sort of gleeful delight in the demise of the ghastly children who are touring the factory. And as I was reading them again and again, I just started beginning to hear Hugh's voice in my head, because there's a slight element of curmudgeonly, sarcastic soul at the heart of Hugh Grant. And once I had his voice in my head, it wasn't such a leap to go, well, what if he was 18 inches high like an Oompa Loompa with orange skin and bright green hair? And it was just too delicious not to make come true.
Com certeza vocês vão se apaixonar pelo nosso novo Wonka. Timothy, Timóteo, Timmy, você pode chamar ele do jeito que você quiser, só não esquece desse menino. É por isso que o elenco inteiro não para de elogiar ele durante as nossas entrevistas.
He's such a young man and has such a deep soul. He really does, for someone as young as he is. And he is very handsome and beautiful, and I get all that. But I think that there's something way deeper than this young man's going to work for a very, very long time. He's more than a pretty face.
It was so inspiring to watch him work and the care that he took about it. It wasn't just like, oh yeah, I'll get it on the day, or oh, he really wants to be prepared so he can then act it as well.
Working with Timmy's definitely been great. He's such a nice person, and just like Willie and Noodle, we laugh, we joke, and he knows how to put a smile on my face. He knows how to put a smile on a lot of faces.
Truth is, I'm a chocolate maker.
I feel like the relationship between Noodle and Wonka is such a special thing. What do you think is the greatest gift they give each other in this story?
I think it's just friendship. I really think it is. I think it's just, I feel like they come from two different backgrounds. Not really, but I feel like they come from like two different sides of the world. Wherever he comes from, they come together. It's kind of showing that anybody can be friends. Literally anyone can be friends. They really have fun with each other, and they go on this journey, and yeah, I feel like that.
But how did you manage to maybe get rid of any preconceptions you had of the character and make him your own?
Well, it is, this movie holds hands with the Gene Wilder film. They do have a lot in common, and this is sort of like the precursor to that. But obviously both versions before are iconic, so I feel like the story helped me, not have them in mind too much, because it's not the story of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. There aren't the 5 golden tickets. It's how
the golden ticket.
You are the golden ticket. So there's 1 golden ticket, but it's more the origin story of Willy Wonka, how he became the chocolatier we all know.
And it has so many messages on it, and I love, that all the good things start with a dream. I want to ask you, what was that dream behind making Wonka for you?
Well, I think for me, the dream of the movie was to make something that could appeal to the whole family, that was something that you could share. I love those movies that I can watch with my daughter, and we can both enjoy, and we can both laugh at the same things and both feel the same things. And that to me is the spirit of a family film, is that shared experience. And it's like a great family meal, something that you should all love at the same time.
Gente, eu tenho uma surpresa pra vocês. Eu também entrevistei o elenco. Eles foram muito queridos. Eu mostrei a minha camiseta nova de Wonka e ainda por cima aproveitei para dar algumas dicas de São Paulo pro Timothée Chalamet, já que ele tava vindo participar do nosso painel da CCXP.
Oh, hey, nice shirt.
I like the t-shirt.
I was watching some of the BTS and I loved it so much. I really wanted to know
what was that wow element on the behind the scenes? Because I felt like you got to the production, to the set, and you could say like, oh, okay, this is a production, next level production. What was the element that made you say like, oh wow, this is Wonka World?
The team that we worked with, and I mean every aspect of the team, the production design, the art direction, the choreography, and for me, of course, specifically, I dealt with the hair and makeup team every day, right? Every day I was there. And the hair and makeup team were second to none. They were absolutely amazing. And then you have to think about the fact that as my character expands and enlarges, right, that the wardrobe team, which was equally as amazing, they were unbelievable because they had to make me 3 to 4 different sizes of costumes so that I would be able to fit into the costumes and still with all this wonderful detail. And I felt like a cop, and I felt like a cop from the olden times. It was absolutely amazing.
Or yeah, I feel like the cameras, like the big building that we were in, like the cameras were so like, I'm like, wow, that's like, there's like, they had some buttons on there. I mean, like the cameras were crazy. And yeah, definitely those. And I feel like the big building that we were in and all of the people, all of the crew, like there was so much crew, and I was like, this is a big thing. I mean, like I'm getting ready to do something big, and I was just like, wow.
Tell me more about him being so unpredictable, because I loved so much the behind the scenes videos that I saw about you guys shooting in location in Oxford University. I mean, that went crazy viral on TikTok because suddenly people were going to the library and then they were seeing Timothée Chalamet like in a Wonka costume. How was it to work with him like on set with that impressibility of him?
It was a very odd place to film because Oxford is filled with these very intelligent young people who I'm sure will have amazing futures ahead of them as serious doctors and lawyers and judges and who knows what. And it was lovely to see that underneath this very sort of sober exterior, there were some real Timothée Chalamet fans as well.
Do not sell chocolate in this town! You're gonna get more than a bonk on the head.
I love a bonk on the head. What is with me today?
I wanted to give you some tips and for you and for Keegan for when you come here to Brazil, okay? Do you prefer to go to a park to relax or to a place to eat incredible food?
Food. Definitely food.
Food? Okay, so here in Brazil, we have amazing food in the neighborhood of Liberdade, and that's like a big Japanese neighborhood. So that's a place you should go.
Ooh.
Okay, so now, do you prefer a club or an open-air gallery?
Like an open-air gallery.
Me too, same thing, open-air gallery.
I knew it. Here, I think Timothée is going to the Batman alley. I know it feels more geeky. Over there are a lot of graffiti arts over the walls. So you're going there, of course.
Amazing.
E aí, vocês gostaram de conhecer um pouco mais os bastidores de Wonka e conhecer um pouco mais desses atores? Então peraí que eu tenho uma receita pra você. Se você juntar um pouco de chocolate, Timothée Chalamet e um elenco muito talentoso, você vai ter o filme perfeito pra aproveitar esse Natal. Esse é um filme gravado em locações extraordinárias e ele estreia já, dia 7 de dezembro nos cinemas. Se você curtiu tudo isso e quer saber mais da Warner e de Wonka, não esquece também de seguir a gente nas nossas redes sociais. É isso, gente! Eu sou a Valentina Pulgarín e esse aqui foi o nosso delicioso Inside Warner Wonka.
Here we go, Mama.